Hello everyone. Welcome to this video where I'll guide you through importing a website and customizing it using WordPress's theme customizer, Gutenberg, and Elementor Builder. Let's get started. First, go to Appearance, then click on Add New Themes. In the search bar, type MoreNews. Once you find it, click Install and then activate the theme. After activating, click on Get Started. You'll see a variety of free and pro demos provided by MoreNews, covering categories like news, food and recipes, fitness, sports, and even multilingual demos. Now, let's preview one of these demos. They look really impressive. Next, let's check how it performs in a responsive view. Finally, click on Import to see what the demo looks like after it's imported. Now, let's click on Visit Site and see how it looks after importing the demo. We can hover over the text, and we have the option to change the slider banners. You can also choose between latest and popular news, as well as select trending news. There's a search bar available. And we can also see advertisement banners displayed on the site. Hovering over the buttons gives us a nice effect. Let's take a look at a single page. You'll notice a search box, and a back to top button. It looks exactly as we previewed earlier. Now, let's head back to the home page. You'll also see an off-canvas button. Next, let's explore the theme customizer. Click on Site Identity, where we can edit the site title. And even adjust the size of the title. Let's go back and click on Colors. From here, we can change the secondary, primary, and site title and tagline colors. We also have the option to switch the site mode between light and dark, and adjust the body background color. Next, let's go back and click on Background Image. Here, we can select our site's background image, and adjust the image size to original, fit to screen, or fill screen. Now, let's go back again and click on Menu. From here, we can adjust our menu location. Let's return and click on Widgets. Navigate to the Header Banner Add section, where we can add as many widgets as we like to our site. We can also edit our off-canvas section. In the front page content section, we can manage our widgets, moving them up and down as needed. And we can also delete any widget we no longer want. Now, let's go back and click on the front page sidebar section. Here, we can edit our widgets. And add as many as we like. For example, let's add trending news. Finally, let's go back one more time and click on the footer section. Here, we can edit our footer and add widgets as well. Let's go back again and click on Homepage Settings. Here, we can choose to display our homepage as either latest posts or a static page. Now, let's go back and click on Header Options. Under Header Settings, we can enable or disable our top header. We can also change our live button and add links to it. Next, let's go back and click on Header Advertisement. Here, we can change the image for our header advertisement. Now, let's return and go to Header Image. In this section, we can add images to our header area. Let's go back again and click on Homepage Banner Options. Under Main Banner, we can change the layout of our main banner. And select specific categories to display. Next, let's click on Popular Tags. From here, we can enable or disable our popular tags. Finally, let's go back and click on Breaking News. In this section, we can enable or disable breaking news, edit the title, and select the relevant categories. Let's go back and click on Front Page Options. Under Front Page Layout Settings, we can choose to display the layout as Front Page Widget and Page Content, or just Front Page Widget. We can also select the Front Page Content Alignment options, Home Content Home Sidebar, Home Content, or only Home Content. Now, let's go back and click on Feature Post. Here, we can enable or disable the Feature Post section, change the section title, and select the categories. Next, go back and click on Post List. From here, we can enable or disable the Post List section. Let's return and click on Theme Options, then go to Fonts and Typography. Here, we can change the site title, primary, and secondary into many different fonts. Let's go back and click on Global Settings. Here, we can enable or disable the preloader. We can also change the global content alignment to Content Primary Sidebar Content, or Full Width Content. Additionally, we can enable or disable options like Contain Image and Archive, Image Lazy Loading, and Image Async Decoding. We can also adjust the position of the Scroll to Top button. Now, let's go back and click on Single Post. Here, we can switch the content style between default and spacious. Enable or disable the featured post image. And also enable or disable related posts. Let's return and click on Archive Settings. We can choose an archive layout between list or full layout. We can also select the title position between the after image and the before image. We can also choose image alignment between left and right. We can also select content view between post excerpt, full contain, and none. Let's go back again and click on Sidebar Settings. Here, we can enable or disable the sticky sidebar. Next, go to Breadcrumb Options to enable or disable the breadcrumb feature. Now, let's go back and click on Category Settings. Here, we can choose to display categories as Show All or Top 1 category. And select whether to show or hide the post categories. Next, click on Author and Date settings. Here, we can choose to display author icons as Show Gravator, Show Icon, or None. We can also format the date as WordPress default date format or a Go date format. Let's go back and click on Minute Read Count. Here, we can choose to show or hide the minute read count. Now, let's return to excerpt settings. Here, we can change the Read More text. Let's go back again and click on You May Have Missed. Here, we can enable or disable this section. Finally, let's go back to the footer section. Here, we can select a footer background image, edit the copyright text, and enable or disable the footer menu section. Once everything is set, click Publish to save your changes. Now, let's learn about the block customizer. To start, go back and click on the dashboard. Next, go to More News and click on Block Patterns. Then, click on Get Started. You'll see there are many block patterns available. Let's select one of them to use on our site. Now, go to Pages, and in the Template section, change the default template to Block Spare Canvas. This option allows us to freely modify the header and footer as we like. Let's start by clicking on Breaking News. Here, we can enable or disable the subtitle. Additionally, we can enable or disable features like fixed width, background, and the spinner. The spinner option allows us to choose between spinner and font awesome, and we can select from 4 different spinner styles. Next, let's click on the main banner. Here, we can change the title and dash colors, as well as adjust the font size, font family, font weight, and font subset according to different devices. You can also modify the banner layout. We can also change categories border according to sections. In addition, we can change colors based on the slider, editor, and trending news sections. Now, let's click on Feature Post. Here, we can modify the layout of the feature post. We also have the option to adjust the typography for different devices. And change the category font. You can further customize elements like the background color, title color, and many more. let's click on Post List. From here, we can change the layout of the post list. Additionally, we can modify the content order style. Allowing us to display elements such as categories, author, date, comment count, and excerpt. We can also enable or disable the featured image. Now, let's click on Express Grid. From here, we can increase or decrease the number of posts displayed. We can also filter posts by categories. Additionally, we can order the posts in various ways, such as newest to oldest, oldest to newest, A to Z, and Z to A. You can also select the post type, as well as increase or decrease the number of items to offset. We have the option to enable or disable the Read More link and box shadow. Let's click on the User Profile section. Here, we can adjust the typography settings. We can also add URL links. We also have the option to modify our social icons. Now let's click on Post List. We can change layout style of post list. We can also change our post setting. We can enable or disable pagination. And we also have the option to add a border or solid style to the Load More button. Additionally, we can change its alignment. Next, we can adjust the block settings. You can add hover styles, and apply different animations. There's also an option to customize the gap settings between posts. Once you're done, don't forget to click the Save button to apply your changes. Now, let's learn about the Elementor Builder Customizer. First, go to your dashboard, then navigate to MoreNews, and click on Elementor Kits. After that, click on Get Started. Here, you'll find a variety of templates for different categories, such as news, sports, fashion, recipes, gadgets, automobiles, travel, gaming, and many more. Let's choose one of these templates and click on Use Template. Now, let's take a look at how this template appears. It looks very well designed and professionally built. Next, let's check how it performs in the responsive view. It looks great on all devices, maintaining a sleek design across different screen sizes. Now, let's click on Flash News. Here, we can customize the title and choose to show or hide options like subtitles, the spinner, and the numbers. Next, let's click on Style. In this section, we can adjust the typography of the text, including settings like font family, size, weight, and more. We can also change the text color and background color. Additionally, we can modify the typography and colors when the text is hovered over. For exclusive text, we can adjust the typography, text color, and background color to fit our design. Now, let's click on the hero banner. Here, we can change the title of the sections, as well as modify the layout styles. We also have the option to adjust the image resolution to different sizes. Additionally, we can show or hide various elements like display categories, display author, display post format, display date, display comment count, excerpt, and the Read More button. We can filter content by selecting specific categories for different sections. Next, let's go to Style. Here, we can change the title layout style and adjust the alignment. We can modify the title colors, dash color, and the typography of the text. The border radius can also be adjusted for a more customized look. Additionally, we can change the typography and colors for each section to fit our design. We can also change the images in the advertisement section. This includes adjusting the image resolution, adding captions, and including links to the images. Additionally, we can modify the height, opacity, width, alignment, and many other settings to customize the appearance further. We can also add widgets by selecting the structures we prefer. There are many widgets available for us to choose from. Let's add one of them. Once added, we can easily edit the widget. Drag and drop it to reposition. Or remove it if needed. Finally, click Publish to save the changes. Now you've successfully learned how to import a demo and template, along with 3 effective ways to customize your website. Remember, building a website is an ongoing process. You can continually update and improve it based on your audience's needs. If you enjoyed our tutorial, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Share your thoughts and questions in the comments, we're here to help. Wishing you the best on your website building journey. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Thank you.